Before you file a VA claim, you need to hear this. Veterans don't get denied because they're lying. They get denied because their evidence is weak. Today, I'm breaking down the 5 things the VA is looking for so you can stop getting denied. Whether it is your first claim or your 10th, this video is going to make everything easier to understand. Let's get into it. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Military Insider Show. All right, so I decided to make this video because in my last couple videos with the information regarding the VA claims, a lot of people have been putting comments on that, they've been getting denied for this, denied for that, and I wanted to break down how the VA look at things. All right, so the first one is that you need a real diagnosis. The VA does not rate symptoms. They rate diagnosed conditions, okay? So a couple of examples. Strong evidence could be recent doctor's visits. This shows your condition is real and ongoing. Imaging like x-rays and or MRIs. Hard medical proof always strengthen your claims. You need to remember that. Mental health evaluation, a licensed professional confirming your symptoms, anxiety, depression, insomnia, all that. Updated treatment notes. The VA wants to see consistent medical tracking. Now, let's compare it with the weak evidence. My back hurts. Pain alone isn't enough without a diagnosis, or my shoulder or my neck. No medical records at all. The VA can rate what they can verify. And self-diagnosis. Only professionals can confirm a condition. So you need to remember strong evidence, recent doctor visits, imaging like x-rays or MRIs, mental health evaluations, and updated treatment notes. Those are very important. Don't go with weak evidence like my back or my neck hurts, no medical records at all, or self-diagnosis. All right, so the second one, the nexus connections. This one right here is very, very important, and this is the one that most veterans lose their case. Why? Because the nexus connects your condition to your service. The key phrase is at least as likely as not. That's the magic sentence on your VA claim. Strong evidence. A doctor explaining how service caused the issue. They must show a logical medical link. A VA provider connecting your MOS to your condition, for example, noise exposure or heavy lifting. A specialist opinion with reasoning. The more specific, the stronger your case. Those are 3 of the strong evidence for the nexus. Now, the weak evidence for your nexus is could be or maybe. Those terms get claims denied instantly. Option or opinions with no explanation. The VA needs why and how. That's very important. Letters from people with no medical credential, like your friend, your uncle, your family member, that's a weak evidence. Remember, strong evidence for the nexus, the doctor explaining how service caused the issue, a VA provider connecting your MOS to your condition, and a specialist opinion with reasoning. Weak evidence could be or maybe, opinions with no explanation, or a letter from people that they do not have credentials. Now, number 3, this one is very important because it's the service records. Your records help confirm your story. So if you are going to the VA telling them its story, you need to have service record. Now, strong evidence for service records. Service treatment records, or STRs, shows the issue began or existed in service. This is very important. Sick call visit, even small notes help prove a pattern. So every little single sick call slip will help build up your medical record. Profiles and duty limitations. These show the military recognize the problem. If you went to sick call, you went to see your doctor, they put you in a profile, that's duty limitations. That's a good track. And then deployment or MOS history connects your environments and duty to the condition. If you were lifting heavy stuff, if you were a truck driver for the Army and your back hurts, that could be connected to your service. Now, the weak evidence, never going to sick call, make it harder to link the issue to the service. So if you never visit the sick call and you're trying to claim a condition, but you don't have the service record to prove it, you are not in a good spot. No pattern of injury. VA needs consistency, not one random complaint. Nothing in your records related to your claim. You will need stronger nexus or medical support. The weak evidence, you never go into sick call, no pattern of injury, and nothing in your records related to your claims. Remember, that's very weak for the service record. Strong evidence for service records, service treatment records, sick call visit, profiles and duty limitations, and deployment or MOS history. All right, let's go to number 4. Prove the impact today. Evidence from the past matters, but the rating depends on how it affects you right now, how it affects your life right now. Strong evidence, regular doctor visits, shows ongoing issues, not one-time events. Medication list. This is very important as well. Documented treatment equals documented severity. So if you've been taking painkillers, if you've been taking migraine pills, if you're taking anxiety, depression pills, that matters. Mental health notes or therapy records help show frequency and intensity of symptoms. Missed work or restrictions, great for showing daily functional impact, and sleep issue or pain logs. These are strong evidence to prove your impact today. Now, the weak evidence would be no recent treatment. The VA assume you got better. Only talking about it but never documented. Verbal reports don't hold much weight. Everything has to be in black and white. I just deal with it. I'm used to the pain. I can live with the pain. This hurt your claim more than it helped. If you don't document how it affects you or your life today, the VA assumes you are improving and not worsening. Now, this one, remember, let's go back to the proof of your impact today. Strong evidence, regular doctor visits, medication list, mental health notes, missed work or restrictions, and sleep issue or pain logs. All right, this one right here is the number 5, which is the personal statement, the VA Form 21-4138. This is your chance to explain your story clearly. Remember, you still have to go back to the previous 4, make sure that's solid, and then you come back and do your personal statement with the supporting documentation supporting your claim, okay? Strong evidence, what happened and when. Give them context and timeline, how it affects your daily life. Real examples works best. Like you cannot drive, you cannot stand for more than 30 minutes. Your personal relation with your family is getting worse. Your anxiety, your depression. Specific limitation: walking, lifting, sleeping, working. To be honest, you need to be honest with the personal statement. Short, clear, and professional tone. VA raters prefer simple over emotional. Make sure you get that right. Now, the weak evidence for your personal statement is too emotional, no dates or details, or too general. The VA needs specifics, not broad claims. All right, personal statement. Let's go back. Strong evidence, what happened and when, how it affects your life, specific limitations, short, clear, and professional tone. Weak evidence, don't be too emotional, no dates or details, or too general. All right, if you want to avoid low ratings and denials, you need strong evidence in all 5 areas: diagnosis, nexus, records, current impact, and clear personal statement. Veterans don't lose claims because they're wrong. They lose because they don't understand what the VA needs to see. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about this. Let me know how your claims are going. If you've been denied multiple times, if you have missed any of these 5 things I just explained to you. And let's start a conversation. I'd like to read your comments, okay? Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your support. Make sure you hit that like, you hit that subscribe button. It really helps the channel out. And we'll see you on the next one. Stay safe.